Without further ado, please welcome Chief Probation Officer Lee Seale.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. This very gracious introduction from Frank. I think that those values really represent all of us, not just in the Sacramento County Probation Department, but all of us gathered here today. I welcome you on behalf of our department to our first one-day summit, learning summit inside the Adolescent Brain. Today we bring together researchers and practitioners, all of whom are interested in or experts in adolescent brain development. And we connect those researchers and scholars to you all, leaders and practitioners, a wide array of fields, very diverse, all across the state. And because we have some friends from Nevada, who are our Nevada friends? All right, the Nevada contingent. Because they're here, I get to say we've brought together people from across the nation. Thank you. We have representatives from the courts, probation departments, behavioral health, child welfare, education departments, school districts, sheriff's department, police department, district attorney's office, public defender's office, advocacy groups, youth groups, church groups, community providers, the state, the Board of State and Community Corrections, the state prison system, and the State Division of Juvenile Justice. And if you're here today, it's because you share with me an openness to listen to and be guided by the latest research. We want to be guided by science and by facts, and not simply rest on how we may have done things when we all started our careers. We're all committed to doing things better. We're also here because we share a desire to see young people thrive. We want them to succeed. We want them to do well in school, to do well in employment, to succeed in their personal relationships. And what we'll learn today is that perhaps the single most important trait to help people realize that success is not intelligence, it's not talent. Rather, it's the ability to develop self-control, to regulate one's thinking and one's actions, to plan ahead, to delay gratification, and make sound decisions. And what's more, and here's some good news, unlike talent or intelligence, these are things that can be taught and can be learned. And that's obviously where we come in. It's a good thing because it is precisely this ability to exercise self-regulation and to protect and to practice internal self-regulation, because that's what young people so often lack. And it's this absence that leads to poor decision-making, and sometimes it's this absence that leads to involvement in the criminal justice system. We know that young people show high rates of risk-taking and poor decision-making. And in fact, the highest rates of recidivism once in the criminal justice system. So our challenge is great, but there's good news. What we'll learn today is that this important period of adolescence, lasting from the teenage years up to as late as 25 to 26 years of age, much, much later than we thought even a decade ago. That's part of what the science is telling us. This period is what one expert, Dr. Lauren Steinberg, calls an incredible opportunity. It's an incredible opportunity to help young people to develop the tools to succeed. Because it's in this period that the brain is extremely receptive to learning and development. We can mold the adolescent brain, we can shape it, we can influence it. And all of this is because, as we will learn today, the adolescent brain is not yet fully formed. So if we are to take seriously our role in the criminal justice system and to prevent crime and to reduce recidivism, then we must seize on this opportunity to engage the adolescent brain. We must understand that public safety requires that we do things to help young people develop self-control and good decision-making and internal self-regulation. If we take seriously the prevention of crime, then our approach to juvenile justice must be developmental. Too often we let ourselves off the hook by thinking that punishment alone, or sanctions, or deprivation, or restrictions of various kinds will accomplish this, but we know that it won't. We must undertake what's in fact harder work, more serious work, more skilled work of helping young people to develop the skills that will make them thrive and keep them out of the juvenile justice system, or, for some of us, probation departments, from returning to the juvenile justice system. And what this requires is positive engagement with young people, forming appropriate mentoring relationships with them. I tell my team that we look to hire teachers, coaches, volunteers, mentors, parents. These are all experts in positive youth development because they innately understand behavior change. They believe in it. They understand how to talk to kids. They are, in fact, experts in creating behavior change. So today, we learn why it's so important that we do this work well, how we can better serve public safety and produce healthy, thriving young people. So I welcome you, and I invite all of us to go inside together into the adolescent brain.